Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for you to join me here today. Today I want to dive into the fascinating marriage customs of the Gambia. If you are planning a trip, thinking about moving, or just curious about Gambian culture, then you're in the right place. Marriage here is more than a union between two people. It is a deep family and community-oriented tradition with lots of meaning. First of all, arranged marriages are still pretty common in the Gambia. And what might surprise some of you is that marrying a cousin is totally normal in many communities. It seems as a way to keep wealth, property, and strong ties within the family. Now, that might seem unusual to many of us, but it's really a part of culture in the Gambia. So, for my Gambian viewers, I have a question. Have you ever been part of a cousin marriage or know someone else who has? What is it like to navigate that dynamic? Let us know in the comments. Another interesting factor is that when two people are getting married in the Gambia, the husband, for example, does not need to be present himself. He could be in another country or vice versa, which will seem strange to a lot of us because we know that where most of us originate from, we tend to have the two parties together. But in the Gambia, you do not need to be in the country at the same time in order to perform a marriage. The family will just continue with it in the absence of whichever party is absent, and they celebrate and do everything as you would do in a marriage where two of you were together on the day. It's always interesting to hear from my Gambian viewers because the enlightenment will help us to understand much better, about your culture. And for myself, I do not want to give out misinformation. So I speak on the little that I know about a particular issue, or if there's an issue that I know a lot about, I will also expand on it. So, traditionally, virginity is highly valued in Gambian culture, especially when it comes to marriage. It's tied to family honor and often expected of the bride. But here's something interesting. While this is still the case in many communities, Gambian men, especially younger ones, sometimes marry women who aren't virgins, who may even be at the stage of menopause, and often these women are foreigners. There is a lot of curiosity about why this happens. For some men, it may be about finding stability, and for others, well, they have their own explanation. But I'd love to hear from a Gambian man on this platform who could explain further what's your take. Drop your thoughts in the comment below. We are genuinely interested in learning a lot more from you guys. Now, let's talk about one of the most important symbols in Gambian marriage, the Kola Nut. The groom's family present gifts, including money and Kola Nuts, to the bride's family as part of the bride price. The Kola Nut is a big deal across West Africa. It represents respect, unity, and new beginnings. So, I've been told that it's not just used, the Kola Nut is not just used for weddings. Kola Nut is used in many other ceremonies and celebrations. So once again, my Gambian audience, here's another question for you. What other situations call for giving the Kola Nut in Gambian culture? I'd love to hear more about the significance, and I'm sure my audience on here who are non-Gambians would also love to be enlightened. Polygamy is another common part of life in the Gambia, with men allowed to have up to 4 wives as long as they treat them all equally. But here's something that might be surprising. If the husband dies, his brother might marry the widow with what is called widow inheritance. The idea is to keep the widow and her family cared for within the family. It sounds practical, but how does this work emotionally? What is it like to suddenly have a new relationship with your brother's wife? Or indeed, if you are that wife that's been inherited, what is it like for you? If any of you are part of a polygamous family or have experienced this custom, we'd really love to hear your thoughts. How does this dynamic play out? Do feelings change? How does this practice affect the family? Again, this isn't a criticism. I'm not a Gambian myself, and I do not want to give out misinformation. So I am genuinely asking out of curiosity. So let's have an honest conversation in the comment for myself and for my YouTube audience who are non-Gambians. And indeed, if you are somebody on here who's a non-Gambian and you've been involved in any of the situations mentioned above, we'd also love to hear from you. And you know, folks, there you have it. Some of the most intriguing marriage traditions that shape life in the Gambia, whether it's a cousin marriage, the deep symbolism of the Kola Nut, or navigating polygamy. These customs are all about family and community and continuing cultural legacies. I hope that you found this insight interesting, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts in the comment below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content about life and culture in the Gambia. Until next time, take care. One love.